it is necessary on the part of the society to respect those people who work for the society. That only shows that the society is in good health. We are respecting Jayashankar. జయశంకర్ గారిని మనం అంతా గౌరవించుకుంటున్నామంటే సమాజం చైతన్యవంతంగా ఉందని అర్థం. అంటే జయశంకర్ గారు సమాజానికి చేసిన కృషిని సమాజం కూడా దాన్ని గుర్తిస్తుంది. ఆ విధంగా విద్యావంతుల వేదిక ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని ఏర్పాటు చేయడం చాలా సంతోషించాల్సినటువంటి విషయం. వారిని అందుకు మొట్టమొదటిగా అభినందిస్తున్నాను.
నమస్కారం.
ఈ సభలో మాట్లాడటానికి నాకు అవకాశం ఇచ్చినందుకు కూడా విద్యావంతుల వేదిక వారికి ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాను. మేబీ ఐఎమ్ స్పీకింగ్ ఇన్ తెలుగు అండ్ ఇంగ్లీష్. ఐ మే బి పార్డన్ ఫర్ దట్.
అయితే మరి రేపు వస్తారు ఆదివారం కదా.
I have had the privilege of working with Professor Jayashankar. In a sense, both of us started our college life as a lecturer in the college. Our life at Hyderabad. He was also promoted as a lecturer from a teacher after acquiring doctorate and postgraduate qualifications, and started his career as a lecturer at Hyderabad. I also joined Hyderabad College as a lecturer, so we worked together. Later we also worked together at CKM College. I think CKM College, all of you may be knowing, it has its own great history. In those days, CKM College is known for 2-3 things. One is CKM College where Dr. Jayashankar was the principal of the college. Then CKM College also was known in those days. Revolutionary poet Varvar Rao was working as a Telugu lecturer in that college. Then the CKM College also has a great tradition of, as a private college, it was established in the year 1968. As a private college, it has a great tradition of, very enlightened tradition of, where the district collector was the chairman, where the principal of the college was the secretary. Dr. Jayashankar for 4 years as the principal of the college also worked as a secretary. And that college has a tradition of encouraging the people, giving freedom to the academic community. Even the private managements in these days, especially the private colleges, we find that where the private educational institutions are making money only. But that was the tradition of a healthy tradition, of the philanthropic tradition of that college. I think one must also pay respects to the management and our appreciation of the management of that college also, where Dr. Jayashankar gave a new direction to the college also, to the college life as the principal also. Then I had the privilege of closely observing him as a registrar of the university, as a vice chancellor of the university, as a leader of a teachers movement. So I am very fortunate to work with him and to associate with him and learn from him and inspired by him. To me, I just would like to bring to your attention only 2 things, two inspiring things from the personality and from the work of Dr. Jayashankar. To me, if you see his work as a teacher, from a school teacher to the university teacher or to the college teacher, his work as a leader of teachers movement. He was the president of a Government College Teachers Association. His work as a leader of a teachers movement. His work as an educational administrator, registrar of a university, vice chancellor of a university, and his work as a freedom fighter of Telangana. In a sense, it's the Telangana liberation struggle or Telangana separate Telangana struggle. In all these 4 roles, important roles that you find, to me, 2 important features of Professor Jayashankar's personality and work are very inspiring. He is able to play a very important role, a very effective role as a teacher, as a teachers union leader, as an educational administrator, and as a worker or as a leader or as a crusader for Telangana because of the 2 important features of his personality. One is his intellectual competence, very high intellectual competence. The second is his social commitment, his sense of purpose. his sense of purpose, social commitment. Highest combination of these two qualifications or two qualities. Sometimes we find very intellectually competent people but not that socially committed. They are very dangerous to the society. Sometimes we find people who are very socially committed but not intellectually that competent. They may be very ineffective. They may be good, but they may be very ineffective. But if you see Professor Jayashankar, how he is able to inspire so many people, how he is able to play this important role. He always used to say that I am only a worker in separate Telangana movement. He never accepted that you are a leader or you are an ideologue or you are something, but he always used to prefer himself as a worker. But as a worker, he combined the role of a leader. As a worker, he combined the role of a strategist. As a worker, he combined the role of a moral force. As a worker, he combined the role of an advisor, as an integrating force. How as a worker he is able to do that? As not having any position also. This is because of his personality. His personality, as I was telling, the combination of these two things. He never compromised on the values. But at the same time, he has his own way of doing these things also. I know that when he was the vice chancellor of the university, he worked as a teacher and became a lecturer and then became a registrar and then became a vice chancellor. When he became a vice chancellor, Professor G. Ram Reddy was at that time UGC chairman. In one of the meetings of vice chancellors, he said, Professor Jayashankar is one of the best vice chancellors in the country. He made a public appreciation of his work. How he is the best vice chancellor of the country? He has that ability of managing a public institution without sacrificing any of the values. Today now we are talking about the questions of autonomy of universities, the questions of accountability of universities. As a vice chancellor, he tried to protect the autonomy of the university. But at the same time, he made it accountable to the public policy. He never compromised on the values. I will share with you some of the informal discussions with Jayashankar. He used to share with us, you see how he managed some of the problems. He has his own way of managing the problems. That's why I always consider him as a pragmatic idealist. He never compromised on the ideals, but he also understood the context also. When he was a vice chancellor, the then chief minister asked or recommended the appointment of somebody as a lecturer. Then he understood, this is in a sense, the political system has its own compulsions. He understood the compulsions of the political system. But also he understood the role of a vice chancellor. Vice chancellor has to make the recruitment based on the merit. Then he took an appointment with the chief minister and he explained to him the process and he explained to him the qualifications of the candidate, the qualifications of other candidates. He has convinced the chief minister. Chief minister also is very happy. You please go ahead. So he has those abilities. He never compromised on the principles. But because of his abilities, his understanding, that's why he is able to convince the political system also. So when we are looking for what type of a vice chancellor you require to manage the institutions, what type of a principal you require to manage the institutions, what type of a registrar you require to manage the institutions, what type of teacher one should be, what type of a teacher's the movement leader. See, very interestingly, as a teacher's movement leader also, all the educational administrators at that time, the director or the joint director, they used to respect him so much. Why they used to respect him so much? Because of one qualification, the sincerity of purpose. He has no personal interest in any of the causes he is advocating. He advocated many causes of the teachers and regularization of teachers. Even in CKM college, regularization of teachers. The then director was very close friend of Professor Jayashankar also because he used to have a lot of respect to Jayashankar. So these are all possible because of these two qualities of him. His intellectual ability and his social commitment. He has no personal interest. When he was working as a principal of a CKM college, I was working for my research in a nearby village, Elkursi village, where his close relatives were staying. One of his close relatives was telling that, you see, my son got passed intermediate, he wants admission in the degree. In those days, admissions in the degree colleges is very, very difficult. And he was telling that I want admission to him, but I know that you see, my close relative is the principal of the CKM college, but he won't give admission to us if he is not in the competition. So that was the standards he has set as a teacher, as a principal, as a registrar, as a vice chancellor. That's why he is able to play that important role. The same is true with as a leader of a movement for state separate Telangana also. See, why he provided that moral force. I think this is the legacy of that Jayashankar, to understand that legacy and how he is able to play that role. That's why I always feel that what we can do to remember him or what we can do to carry forward his legacy, that is what is necessary to understand. His leadership style, his management style, his personal lifestyle, his communication ability, so many things also, I think they require more detailed study also. It is necessary for the universities. In the universities, we always study, suppose you see management schools, they study Peter Drucker's management by objectives. But what is required is today, we have to study Jayashankar's leadership style, leadership by example. This is his style of leadership. So there is a need for management schools to study that leadership by example. There is a need for social science departments to study how as an ordinary worker in the moment, how he combined the different roles, how he is able to play that important role. So social sciences can conduct studies on social moments and the role of Jayashankar. So it is necessary to carry forward his traditions, his contribution, and understand critically his role. And that's how, when we look forward for what Jayashankar's legacy is, his legacy is sincerity of purpose, his legacy is you must be thorough with your job, whatever job you are doing. His legacy is to serve the society. That's why Professor Sadgopal will be discussing always about the new neoliberal policy. I think Anand Sadgopal also will be discussing about the neoliberal policy. If you see the life and work of Jayashankar, he disproves neoliberal policy. Neoliberal policy talks about every individual is influenced or is motivated by personal interest. Personal interest is the motive force for action of every individual. Here you find a person like Jayashankar who is motivated not by any personal interest in all his actions. As a teacher, he was concerned about the students. As an administrator, he is concerned about the institutional goals. As a leader of a movement, he is concerned about Telangana people. He is also, Sadgopal also is asking, Anand Sadgopal is asking, what is the vision of Dr. Jayashankar for Telangana? He is asking him, you see. My own feeling is, his vision is, he wants a Telangana which is not dominated by any one section. He fought against the dominance. He fought against the dominance of Andhra ruling classes. He wants a Telangana which is not exploited. Just now, Lakshmi and others were telling that he wants a democratic Telangana. So as a teachers, as educationists, we are all proud of Dr. Jayashankar. Jayashankar as a teacher who comes from the teaching community played that important role in the creation of a new state, in the creation of a new society, in a way, in the creation of a new society. We are all proud of him. I personally very feel proud that I have had the opportunity of closely working with him, associating with him. Thank you very much.